He noticed his daughter's backpack lying carelessly on the living room floor. It was unusual. She was normally organized, careful with her belongings. A quiet sense of curiosity pushed him to pick it up. He told himself he was only making sure everything was fine. As he searched inside, his fingers brushed against an envelope tucked between her books. There was no name written on the front. Something about it felt wrong. He hesitated, then opened it. The words inside made his heart stop. "I'll see you as we agreed on Saturday, at the time you already know, at the address." His hands trembled. There was no signature, no explanation, but he didn't need one. In that moment, he was certain his daughter was secretly meeting someone, a young man. Anger surged through him, hot and immediate. 1,000 thoughts flooded his mind. Had she been lying to him? How long had this been happening? Who was this person? He wanted to confront her instantly, but he didn't. Instead, he made a decision. He would wait. He would see the truth with his own eyes. Saturday arrived. He woke before dawn, unable to sleep. He watched quietly from a distance as his daughter prepared to leave the house. She dressed with unusual care, almost as if she were attending a celebration. There was a glow on her face he hadn't noticed before. She picked up her bag and walked out. Moments later, he followed. Carefully, silently, he kept his distance as she turned away from the direction of her school and walked down a quieter, more isolated street. She stopped at a specific corner, glancing around nervously as though afraid of being seen. Then she pulled out her phone and made a call. Within minutes, a car appeared. A young man stepped out briefly before she approached. After a few words, she entered the vehicle. The father's chest tightened. He quickly waved down a taxi. "Follow that car," he told the driver, his voice strained. The taxi trailed them through several streets before the car finally stopped in front of a residential building. The young man exited, reached for her hand, and together they walked inside. In that instant, something inside the father snapped. Reason disappeared. All he could feel was betrayal, rage, and humiliation. His thoughts spiraled into darkness. He imagined storming inside, confronting them, ending everything. And that was when it happened. The crash. In the grip of his fury, he had failed to notice the traffic light changing. The taxi collided violently with another vehicle. The impact shattered glass, metal, and whatever remained of his control. In a single second, anger turned into consequence, and nothing would ever be the same again.